Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are going to take a start today, a fresh start. And the test we are going to solve today, this is the latest test from Cambridge Ielts, book number 16, test number 2. In this test, we have a variety of questions. So we will go through all these questions. We will do it together. Just relax, calm down. I can repeat the audio even 10 times, but please don't ask me to repeat 10 times. Okay, I can repeat it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, that doesn't matter, but I want you all to pay full attention, and if especially you have a wrong answer and I tell you this is not the right answer is this, you must focus, you must realize why that is the right answer, because that realization is going to improve your listening skill. Now for example, we do multiple choice and you select A as an answer. And I say the right answer is B, and I play the audio again, I explain that, and still you say acha. So that acha will not help you, that acha will not improve anything. Okay, so whenever there is anything that you got the wrong answer, focus, listen again, see why that is the wrong answer and why other answer is the right answer, what sort of mistake you are doing, right? From every mistake in IELTS listening, you should learn. And once you learn from the mistakes, then you will not repeat those mistakes, and then you'll be very good at IELTS listening module, right? Let's take a start. Part 1, write one word and or a number. Very simple, one word and or a number. Word plus number, only word, right? Copying photos to digital format. Now, from the title we understand, like sometimes we have old photos, like photos in the albums. So how to convert them to digital format? Digital format means like JPEG and all that, right? Copying photos to digital format. Name of the company is given, that is Picture Wrap. Picture Wrap is the name of the company. Now you can see there are 5 headings. The first is requirements. The second is cost. Third is services included in the price. Fourth is special restore service, cost extra. And last is other information. Now again, let me tell you, in part 1, 2, 3, 4 IELTS listening, they always use synonyms, right? So you should have a pencil with you and you should write those synonyms as well, so that your brain receives the message that if the word is this, they will use like that. Okay, question number 1. Requirements are there. Maximum size photo is 30 centimeter. Just underline 30 centimeter. In the audio, when they speak about 30 centimeter, it means they are there, right? Now we have question number 1. Photos must not be in a dash or an album. Photos must not be in a dash or album. By the way, where do we put the photos? In album or otherwise in? That's the answer. Okay, see that if you are into the audio, if you switch on your imagination, your visualization is on, you can see there are some photos and they are in frames, right? So photo must not be in a dash or an album. Now I play the audio, listen and answer. Never write answer based on your guess that okay, frame is the answer. Even if you know frame is the answer, listen to the audio and then you got to write. So we start.
Hello, Picture Wrap. Can I help you?
Oh, hi. I saw your advertisement about copying pictures to disk, and I'd like a bit more information about what you do.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Well, I've got a box full of old family photos that's been up in the attic for years. Some of them must be 50 or 60 years old, and I'd like to get them converted to digital format.
Sure, we can do that for you.
Right. And what about size? The photos are all sorts of sizes. Are there any restrictions?
Well, the maximum size of photo we can do with our normal service is 30 centimetres, and each picture must be at least 4 centimetres. That's the minimum we can cope with.
Well, that should be fine. And some of them are in a frame. Should I take them out before I send them?
Yes, please. We can't copy them otherwise. And also the photos must all be separate. They mustn't be stuck into an album.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Okay, So frame and album. They must not be stuck in an album. So the answer is frame. Okay, now the second column is cost. So they mentioned the cost for 360 photos is dash and then there is a sign of pound. 360 photos. Now you will just focus the cost of 360 photos. They may tell you the cost of one photo or maybe 200 photos, but you will focus 360 photos and the cost is dash including one disc. So the cost of 360 photos with a disc. Answer is going to be a number, right? Let's start.
So, can you give me an idea of how much this will cost? I've got about 360 photos, I think.
We charge £195 for 300 to 400 photos for the basic service.
Okay, and does that include the disc?
Yes, one disc, but you can get extra ones for £5 each.
That's good.
Okay, is that fine? Yes. Yeah, extra one with £5 each. Now, question number 3. Before the completed order is sent, so the answer for the previous question is £195. Before the completed order is sent, dash is required. It can be like payment or amount or anything. Before they send you your completed project means the disk they send you, something is required. Now, what is it that they need? Let's see. Question 3.
So, do I need to pay when I send you the photos?
No, we won't need anything until we've actually copied the pictures. Then we'll let you know how much it is, and once we've received the payments, we'll send the parcel off to you.
Right.
Once we receive the dash, we will send you parcel. So, receive the payment. There, last table. Awaaz nahi aa rahi. What's the answer? Payment. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go on. Now, the third one is services included in the price. Question number 4. Photos can be placed in a folder. For example, with the name dash. Now, the name of the folder. Right? You know, sometimes you make a folder name, old photos, marriage photos, picnic photos and all that. So, it's going to be one word only, right? And the name of the folder. Let's see what that is.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask about our services?
Yes, I've roughly sorted out the photos into groups according to what they're about. So, can you keep them in those groups when you copy them?
Sure, we'll save each group in a different folder on the disk, and if you like, you can suggest a name for each folder.
So, I could have one called grandparents, for instance.
Exactly.
So, grandparents. Now, grandparents is one word, two words? One word. You will write them all together, grandparents, plural. Okay, not singular, grandparents. Good job. Question number 5. The dash and contrast. Those who are doing some editing on Adobe Photoshop, they know dash and contrast. Brightness and contrast, or any other idea? Huh? All hue, we got hue as well. Okay, let's see what do they say. The dash and contrast can be improved if necessary. So let's see, with contrast, there will be another word they are going to speak.
And do you do anything besides scan the photos? Like, can you make any improvements?
Yes, in the standard service, each photo is checked, and we can sometimes touch up the colour a bit or improve the contrast. That can make a big difference.
Okay.
Touch up the color. And then contrast. Contrast is already written. Now, color you can write using British spelling or American spelling. C-O-L-O-R, American. C-O-L-O-U-R, color, that is British. Grandparent will not be the right answer, although let me check that. Because, you know, in the audio they said very, very clearly grandparents. Let me see that. Still, I'll just check it for you. Yes, they have written grandparents and there is no option. Otherwise, they write singular or plural, but there is no other option. So, you have to write it plural. right? Okay, now question number 6. Photos which are very fragile. Do you know fragile? Like nazuk, patui and all that. Photos which are very fragile will be scanned by, it can be equipment, it can be a gadget, they will scan it by something, right? So now you will see how are they going to scan it, scanned by what, right? Let's see.
And some of the photos are actually quite fragile. They won't get damaged in the process, will they?
No, if any look particularly fragile, we'd do them by hand. We do realise how precious these old photos can be.
Sure.
We do it by hand. See that prepositions also help, by. So we'll do it by hand, and we know how precious these photos are. Answer is hand, singular, not plural, right? Okay, let's go on. Special restore service, extra, costs extra. Now, question number 7. It may be possible to remove an object from a photo or change the dash. Now, listen. It may be possible to remove an object from the photo. In the photo, there is some object and you want to remove that. Okay, you can do that. And then they say, or change the dash. That's the right answer. Okay, see that? If you are involved into it, then you can find the right answer without listening to the audio. Anyways, let's go on, please.
And another thing is we can make changes to a photo if you want. So if you want to remove an object from a photo or maybe alter the background, we can do that.
Really? I might be interested in that. I'll have a look through the photos and see.
Alter the background. So what's the word for alter? Change. Now alter and change, these are synonyms. Answer is background. 2 words or 1 word? One word. Background will be written together as 1 word. Okay. All right. Let's go on. Question number 8. A photo which is not correctly in dash cannot be fixed. Now they will say a photo which is not correctly in something cannot be fixed. We cannot fix it and all that. Let's see how they talk about it.
Oh, and talking of fixing photos, I've got a few that aren't properly in focus. Can you do anything to make that better?
No, I'm afraid that's one thing we can't do.
Okay.
All right, some of you missed it. I play it again. Focus in also. Focus the word in as well. Let's see. I play it again.
Oh, and talking of fixing photos, I've got a few that aren't properly in focus. Can you do anything to make that better?
No, I'm afraid that's one thing we can't do.
Okay.
That's one thing we cannot do. Focus, in focus. So, a photo which is not correctly in focus cannot be fixed. So, that's something we cannot do. So, answer is focus, F-O-C-U-S, focus. Let's go on, guys. Question number 10. Other information, 9. Other information. Orders are completed within number of days. Well done. Orders are completed within 7 days, within 10 days, 20 days, 1 week, 2 weeks and all that, right? Let's see what they say about it.
Any other information I can give you?
How long will it all take?
We aim to get the copying done in 10 days.
Fine.
10 days. So you can write 10 as a number and days as a word. 10 days. Exactly. Very good. Now, days, not day. 10 day is not right. 10 days, plural. Question number 10. Send the photos in a box, not dash. Right? Send the photos in a box, not envelope or anything like that. Right? So you got to send the photos in a box, but not that.
Right, well, I'll get the photos packed up in a box and post them off to you.
Right. If you've got a strong cardboard box, that's best. We've found that plastic ones sometimes break in the post.
Okay.
We found plastic ones sometimes break in the post. So, plastic. They did not say no, not plastic. But they said we found plastic ones sometimes broke and all that. So, the answer is plastic. Clear? All right, that's good.